Tracy's Kitchen and Appalachian Adventures. Now, I'm going to talk about poison ivy, the aftermath. Now, I explained the tobacco concoction that I use to treat the poison ivy. Now, what I've done since then, I've had to wash the tools because you know what? The tools have this chemical, urushiol, on it. You know, you get it from the gloves, you get it from trying to dig it up, trying to break it. So the tools have it, the hoe and the rake have it. So I've heard chlorine bleach will break up this molecule. It's good for washing. So I mixed up bleach and detergent, took the tools outside, and I washed the handles with a rag. And of course, I wore gloves. And I washed the handles with this mixture of bleach and detergent. And then I let the bottom portion, I poured the water of bleach and detergent in that container, and I just let the bottom portion of the tools just sit in that water mixture, and hopefully that will break up that molecule further. Now, what is well, after I did that, of course, you know, I threw the rag away and I threw the gloves away, the disposable gloves away. So hopefully that will break up that molecule on the tools. Okay. Now, what I've read about urushiol is that you really, my opinion is that you have to treat this at the molecular level. You have to have a substance to break up this molecule, because what is on the internet is that not only will this chemical last for days and weeks, but it will last for years. That means if it's on tools or on your gloves, it's going to be there for years. It could be there for years unless you break it up with detergent, tobacco, or something, bleach. Okay, it's going to be there for years. So I continue to put this tobacco mixture all over my body. By day 3, the swelling had decreased. And I continue to put it on every 3 hours. Put it on every 3 hours. Take a shower, wash, or take a towel and wash it off, and then put a fresh coat back on. Okay, so the itching radically decreased. The swelling all over my face and my hands, everywhere, it started to decrease. And there was no itching, which is, and like I said, that enabled me to sleep at least at night. Okay. By day 6, my face had cleared, and I started to put it on every 6 hours. Now, if you have to go to work, what you can do is put this tobacco mixture on in the morning, let it penetrate your skin, and then wash it off. And then, just use this anti-itch formula, because it is zinc oxide. It does not smell. So you can put that on your body before you go to work, because of course you cannot go to work smelling like tobacco. Okay, so I'm going to continue this regimen, putting it on every 6 hours, because poison ivy lasts about 14 days. The whole outbreak lasts about 14 days. So I'm going to continue putting this on every 6 hours until I either run out of tobacco juice, or my whole body is completely, my arms and my calves and my face is completely cleared up. And I still have quite a bit left. Okay, it's still there. This is that tobacco juice. Okay, so this is a treatment. It is not a cure. It is a treatment. So what's the whole moral of the story? The whole moral of the story is to leave poison oak and poison ivy alone. This is not the first time I've had it. I had it when I was a kid. I had it when I was an adult. And the best way to handle poison ivy is to kill it. And poison oak is to kill it. Use a weed killer. You can also, if you have a yard, you can just take the hoe and just dig it up. Okay, you constantly dig it up probably every week. Just dig up this oak, dig up this ivy so it won't keep growing. But definitely don't touch it. Now, everything in Appalachia grows wild and wonderful. Everything down there is wild and wonderful. The wild apples, wild cherries, um, wild chestnuts, wild walnuts, okay, wild poison ivy, okay. So next time I go down there, I won't touch it with gloves or anything else. I won't mess with it. I won't dig it up. I won't rake it. I won't even mess with it. Next time I go down there, I'll just go down there with a weed killer, with the Roundup poison ivy weed killer. Okay, and I'll just spray it, and then at some later date I might rake it, but I won't touch it again ever again. This is absolutely the worst outbreak I have ever had. Just absolutely the worst. Okay, so I wouldn't want anybody to go through this. But like I said, I'm going to continue with this tobacco concoction until I am completely cleared up or I run out of tobacco concoction, whichever comes first. Now, the folklore cure that was in my childhood, if you pour gas on poison oak or poison ivy, it would kill it. Well, that is not true because I poured some gas on some poison oak in the yard. Then I poured some water over that so the house won't blow up. And that did not work because 6 days later, the oak was just as vibrant as it ever has been. So the gas treatment doesn't work. Not on oak or ivy. So, like I said, I would suggest you use those commercial sprays to kill oak or ivy, or you just take a hoe and dig it up. Just cut it, just dig it up, but don't touch it. Just let it deteriorate in the yard. Um, that's what I suggest you do. So, like I said, this tobacco is the only thing I know that has worked for me that will break up this molecule called uracil. It's the only thing I know because, like I said, tobacco was known among slaves to um, absorb the poison from snake bites and probably bee stings too. So if it can just absorb the poison from a snake bite, surely it can absorb the poison from poison ivy. And that's why I use it. And it does work. Like I said, I'm going to rehash it. When I first put the raw tobacco, fresh out of the pouch, on my face, I immediately stopped itching. And I stopped itching. I just rubbed it all over my face and and all of my hands and stuff. And I stopped itching for a good half an hour. So I knew I was on to something. So I think I did put some on my arms, but I knew when I stopped itching for a half an hour, I had something. I had something. So that's why I made this concoction. You put the, I'm going to say it again, you save some of it because you have to put it in your laundry because you have to, wash the clothes that's exposed to this chemical. You put water, 1.5 cups, 2 cups of water, put it in the blender so you have this tobacco juice. Mix it with about a third a cup of the zinc oxide anti-itch and about a third of a cup of this calamine lotion. So what you have is 3 compounds in one. If you don't want to you let it sit. Let it just sit for about a half an hour. Let the tobacco mixture mix for about a half an hour or longer. And then you strain it. If you don't want to just put the tobacco mixture on your face or on your arms and then sit in front of the fan, and then you have to take the tobacco off your arm and then vacuum. Okay, to save you the whole trouble of vacuuming, you just strain the tobacco mixture. Just put it in a strainer and strain this whole mixture, and so you're left with this kind of tobacco lotion. And like I said, I put it on every 3 hours. And up to day 3. At day 3, I put it on every 3 hours, which worked. It enabled me to sleep. And after day 6, I start putting it on every 6 hours. And I'm going to continue to put this on until I'm completely clear. Have a nice day.